धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय। तो सर मैं किसकी बात कर रहा हूँ कि आज बैंकिंग सिस्टम अनफेयर हो चुका है। बैंकिंग सिस्टम आज गरीब, किसान, छात्र, अनुसूचित जाति के लिए, आदिवासी समाज के लिए नहीं काम कर रहा सर। एक समय था सर कि इंदिरा गांधी जी ने बैंकों का राष्ट्रीयकरण किया था। क्यों किया था? ताकि गरीब को बैंकिंग सिस्टम
I have given you so many opportunities.
बैंक की बात कर रहा हूं सर।
No.
अब बैंक, I'm talking about banks now.
Sir,
I'm talking about banks.
Sir, why are you taking
I'm talking
proper
about history.
norms?
I'm talking about the
Please
history.
talk about the bill. Why are you talking about the proper norms?
Sir, let me. I am by giving you that the banking system today is unfair and it is broken. The banking system, when it undergo nationalization, the objective was to open bank branches in remote areas and to make banking accessible to the poor STs. And that is what is not happening today. What is happening with farmers? Farmers who want their KCC loans to be renewed are not getting because their credit rating is not being corrected by the banks. Students who want student loans, who are from ST communities, they want student loans. They are first generation learners. They are not getting student education loans. What is happening to startups, young startups, people who are coming from the poor and middle class, who don't have a land bank as a collateral, but they want to open up a startup, they are not getting bank loans. MSMEs, SMEs who want to expand their bank, they have to run around banks and CEOs and managers. They have to keep going, knocking on doors, but they still don't get the requisite funds to expand the project. And that is why the banking system today is broken. So we also have recommendations to this bill.
Thank you,
As
sir.
opposition, we can also recommend. What are we recommending? That banks also must disclose where are their major investments. Because these days, banks are also operating as mutual caps, as mutual funds. Banks are also operating mutual funds. So many Indian depositors are depositing in a bank's mutual cap because they have the reputation of that bank to consider. And they put in and invest, talking about investor protection. Middle class people today are investing in SBI primarily because of SBI's solid reputation. But then why? The investor must know how much exposure does SBI have to companies undergoing investigation, whether inside India or outside. It is for investors to know because their mid-caps, the stocks with respect to the mid-caps are associated. Similarly, penalties, sir. Penalties for companies who are failing to disclose their unfair practices, their penalties must be higher. Today, a company is trying to settle a case with SEBI, big company, big billionaire. You know how much settlement fee they are offering? 28 lakhs. Are they insulting the SEBI?
Kindly
are they
control,
insulting
sir.
the law? The fourth largest or the fourth biggest, the so-called billionaire, his companies are offering 28 lakhs as
Sirji, kindly
settlement fee.
conclude.
This is what happening.
Kindly
So our
conclude.
recommendation is that increase the penalties for companies who don't follow shareholding disclosure norms.
Kindly conclude.
Thirdly, we are talking about governance, talking about boards. We must look at boards of institutions and regulators as well and ensure that no such regulator or bank on its board has any member who has a conflict of interest with a company that is getting the largest of that regulator or the सर्विसेज ऑफ दैट बैंक. तो इसीलिए मैं बार बार, तो अभी तक मुझे आदरणीय मंत्री ने कहा कि आपने प्रधानमंत्री का, हमने बोला ही नहीं सर, और उल्टा मुझे याद आया, मैं तो उनका मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि अगर कीनिया, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका में प्रोजेक्ट चाहिए तो मोदी जी आपके साथ है. ये है आपका एक है तो सेफ है मॉडल. इसलिए हम चाहते हैं सर, आई एम कंक्लूडिंग, इसीलिए हम चाहते हैं सर, that you give more teeth. You give more teeth to SEBI. SEBI wants to investigate, but it has no CBI power, income tax power, ED power. Why? Because CBI, income tax, ED are all busy after opposition politicians.
Conclude in what way it is relevant to the bill now?
How will they find where Mehul Choksi is? How will they